There's some. I have this press statement from the Minister of Information, Kojo Oponkruma, and it reads: The government of Ghana notes, without much surprise, a desperate attempt by the campaign of to falsely accuse the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, of bribery. 2. The false accusation is premised on a doctored video of a 2016 campaign donation to then candidate Akufo-Addo, characteristic of the NDC's reliance on waging a campaign of lies, fake news, and fabrications. The opposition candidate and his party have now sponsored a doctoring of this video and superimposed it with new voices to create the false impression that it is a post-2016 event showing the president receiving a bribe. Whilst we are not surprised by the new law by the opposition candidate and his party, we remind Ghanaians that they should expect more of such falsehoods and fabrications in the days leading up to the election. It has become clear that candidate Mahamas failed. Mahama and the current NDC leadership will stoop so low with obvious fabrications which they hope can change the minds of Ghanaians. It is and will always be their stock in trade. 5. The people of Ghana are discerning and will not be swayed by obvious fabrications designed by persons who always seek to bring the name of the Republic into disrepute and sully its image amongst the Committee of Nations. 6. The general public and the media are encouraged to be vigilant in order not to fall prey to the antics of these persons who desperately desire to tarnish the image of the Republic for their own selfish, parochial, and partisan ends. 7. For the avoidance of doubt, President Akufo-Addo has never been involved in any untoward conduct, let alone take a bribe. The original footage of the incident shows it clearly as a 2016 campaign donation and nothing more. All right. So, the production team has put together both videos. So, we'll show both of you, both videos to you, and then we'll take the views of our panel on this. As it became obviously clear that losing his job was imminent, the Director of Urban Roads, Alhaji Dr. Abbas, sent a delegation to see the President of the Republic, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. They were led to the President by Ghana's ambassador to the United States, Dr. A.J. Bewua. In his company were a woman and a man who were introduced as wife and brother of the Director of Urban Roads. According to Ambassador J. Bewua, he was leading them on behalf of Madam Ama Buzia, President, that the meeting was the first business of the day. The meeting was in the private residence of the President in Nima to plead for clemency and to state his side of the allegations being leveled against him by the party communicators and a section of the media. They explained their mission in detail while denying the allegations of partisan leanings against the Director of Urban Roads. The President took notes in his diary while he explained their mission.
the canal memoir. Yes, Mama, so videos be our training have literature for if your excellency I'm a pay by your son in a larger bus and I'm up for Hana official or your politician. So on your politician. One people be our for down. And so turn a month for time. I'll see if they enough say younger and the point of mama and come cry women show. Good to see every form. Kind of one every year.
He gave an amount of $40,000 concealed in a brown envelope on behalf of the director of Urban Roads. So in this one, we hear $40,000. Ambassador Ejay Bewa, seeing that the president was writing at the time, took the money from the man and handed it over to the president. President Akufo-Addo received the money with both hands, all beaming with smiles. Wasan repeating the $40,000. We're repeating it. What kind of twice? To put a name on the money, President Akufo-Addo requested to have one. The woman asked her brother whose name to give the president. The president needs to know who is giving the money. To give her name and spells it out for the president, who gladly writes it out in his diary. Of course, I know the other coins. I don't know. Money has changed hands. The atmosphere is now less tensed and familiarity has been established. It is indeed a small world. Okay, this one. He's my uncle. See, at no point do we hear this guy has repeated this $40,000 again. At no point do we hear the president say, "Me de campaign manager." The incessant calls for the removal of Alhaji Dr. Abbas Awolu from office ceased, and Alhaji Abbas continues.
so much.
Second video, Nini. Second video, Nini. Mepacho aha kakra no kora eye mena kakra enti maami ukunu ye NDC ni ana meboa ye say President Mahama na appoint ukunu kora me gidi say na wo ye NDC for but now yet to know what they it na mo defect na say na hodo de na e koso wo wana because then if it was 2016 elections and mo ye NDC for why weren't you going to give the money to President Mahama and tell President Mahama say ebia ye o MPP for harass ukununti no onke bi ma. Does it mean say ma menene ni kunu yin na ma ye o ma dwen say o mu free NDC no akọ MPP nti na o mu call President Akufo-Addo mo ho ekoko ye donation na just thinking out loud. Me pacho aha nyina story ni nsesa yo. The patrol pause waha. Aha no or he says he mentions 40,000 one fat currency name Bianca. He didn't say $40,000, 40,000 euros, 40,000 Ghana cedis, but in the first video, no, he said $40,000 or repeating them 3 times. Okay. If free hand, the story remains the same again. The president says the same thing. I need to have a name. Amena Bonidin. We hear 1,000 t-shirts. We didn't hear that in the first video. Okay, so over here she says, so it's at this point where she says we've also given out some of the t-shirts, just that we haven't met the right people. In the other video, no, she didn't say that. In the other video, she didn't say we've also given some out. She only said we have not met the right person.
Should I go and bring to somebody?
Right. So those are the two
videos, which are,
and prior to that, I read a statement from the ministry.
And clearly, clearly, there are slight differences in the two videos, meaning that somebody has tampered with the video. Obia tamper with video. No. Ghana force will be a doctor video. No. Because back $40,000, back 40,000. And you know, very tricky. Does it mean that there's an extended version somewhere? Because you in any given scenario, no, you can be handing over something and say this is $40,000. Possible. You could also hand it over and say this is 40,000. And like Mr. Kwekuba konom argue no, say me wo krom ha na me ko be sika kwa koma obia. Aha ye di pound sterling. It's very rare so wo be kona baka kire nipa ni say geo na so me kona me ka say oh je 100 100 pounds na me pa kire. Because I have pounds in the so and you know some arguments some school of thought to say or can't say 40,000 or na 40,000 Ghana cedis. All my areas are argument no or one can say 40,000 Ghana cedis. Na adana president almost say 40,000 Ghana cedis. Fine. Me met me a no atum na ye de no aye adwuma. A being so say do guy and say $40,000 or repeating it 3 times into your $40,000. Whether dollars, whether pounds, whether Japanese yen, Korean, whatever, Dubai for dirhams, whatever, 40,000 that we can all agree that there was cash in the envelope and it was 40,000. We all can agree on that. As far as I am concerned, as a Ghanaian citizen, it is irrelevant to me whether it was cedis, pounds, dollars, whatever it was. The fact that my president has been seen in a video receiving cash for a campaign and didn't refer the person, the donor, to the campaign manager. And yet the reason for the donation was based on, say, Obi Kunu Edume say, but the backstory of why we are here today was very categorical. They made it categorically clear in the video, say the reason why we are here today is because Obi Kunu Ejuma say. Inti yakwa ko hu antia mabuzia say yemfa maame nemra. That is why we are here today. We have this gift for you. Don't you think the gift was to help the president make a decision in favor of her husband? That is why she went there. That is bribe. She could have gone there with no gifts in her hand. She came bearing gifts. She came bearing gifts not to say, President Akufo-Addo, Nana 2016 Nana Neko Nana wa na wuko enti yekura yensem t-shirt yekura yensem 40,000 Nana je nanka wajane sa nanka maami ne jasem no sa. But that is not what she did, because Eriasim had a presidential aspirant MPs, no, everybody needs money for their campaign and everybody receives donations one way or the other. But campaign donation, ekrobia ya wahumra. Ekrobia campaign donations, emra da home. Emra eda home. Entin way a President Akufo-Addo ankasa ede nensa GCK based on say obi kunu edwuma say nti yaba behu na ko intervene. They wanted President Akufo-Addo, at that time he was a flag bearer. They wanted flag bearer Akufo-Addo to intervene. Me did this video, it was 2016. My common sense agrees with everything I've seen in the video. Say it was 2016. So he was the flag bearer at the time. He was not the president at the time. He was the flag bearer. But President Akufo-Addo should have said, give it to the campaign manager. In one of the videos now on YouTube, so very long version, we saw somebody sitting outside the president's office. I assume, let me not use the word assume. I don't know what word to use. May 100% certain sena Eugene Ahin, because video. But let me just use the word allegedly. You could have just called Eugene and say, Jessica, Charlie, in times like that, you do not touch the envelope yourself. You don't touch the envelope. You don't touch the envelope yourself. Little did President Akufo-Addo know that the guy was videoing him. And at some point, Enra video be a guy no or a mistake. And the camera ne flip a call the other Emma nim guy in a nim kakra issue. The question is, why now? May address it on my video back, but not at the force network, and I am very bad. So I had to cancel everything and come back again. Why now? But I don't know say why now. No say that is what politicians do. Because more MPP for more someone saka JMD say yakasa time yana mo de beba. Me my example say President Obama. Obama knew all this while. Said Donald Trump had a bank account in China. But Obama kept it quiet until Obama campaign trails and say and they hitting hard on behalf of Biden. So entino dia bandia yare hosem, but kojo upon koroma, you cannot write letters and insult yen Ghana for and tell us to say a desperate measure by the NDC to do this, to defame the president, blah 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 blah. No. And no make us a nina a weeds. A wura I want as someone say yeah 40,000 CD, so say yeah dollars, so say yeah at the end of the day 40,000 a day. We can conclude President Oje na wanje Oje sika na sika sika na was so Oje na ni so Oje ni se ono an Oje enti na mo campaign managers campaign mo national treasurer ban kwa ye bo anom nyina wo ho enti na mo he should have directed. He should have directed. At no point did we hear him say so or directed. A bit more argue say, oh, now be a say or trauma mini D sending in actually say now or yan and so hey, you can write the name. President could have even taken photo of the woman if he wanted to. President could have done anything he wanted. Bottom line, they say President Ajisika to influence a decision. For him to make a decision on somebody's behalf. Somebody's husband is losing their job. The woman has come to give some cash, some gifts, T-shirts to influence his decision about her husband. That is bribe. That is bribe. Like I said in my old video, Kojo upon Kroma, so we say any bribe dear. Any you people, we all Ghana for we all owe it to judges na you go when you must say no because yenina more Ghana for na mokosa line Accra Conference Center and a National Theatre mubako more na mokosa line say expose biba aden ya chief judges ya see judges bi nwa kwaje bayire ebi nwa kwaje nkosua ebi nwa kwaje mponche ebi nwa jisika mo sa line kokko share sa anas expose. You people queued up to go and watch the expose. And you all were happy that finally a cleanup was going to happen at the judiciary. Now, judges also a gift to normal JM, and it was a gift. It was a gift. In the other judges said they target almost with bribery. Now you mean target President Akufo-Addo with bribery, with corruption. We tag the judges with corruption and bribery. Why can't we tag President Akufo-Addo with corruption and bribery? Why are the MPP finding it so difficult to accept the fact that President Akufo-Addo is corrupt and has taken bribe? Why are you finding it so difficult to believe? Is he not a human being? Is he not a human being? Is it beyond him to do so? Once again, you want to lie to Ghanaians. Kennedy Japan and I pay Otinet too. Nano trying to defend. Is it not the same Kennedy Japan recently? Otina Seka says somebody like Franklin Kujo, Eya Ojiji envelope. Would you go Franklin Kujo anymore? Would you go Franklin Kujo anymore? Ojiji envelope. Imani for G envelope. Ubo Franklin Kujo didn't say Oji envelope. But what were you implying when you said Franklin Kujo G envelope? What were you implying? Say Franklin Kujo G envelope. Were you not equating it to the fact that Franklin Kujo is corrupt? A bunch of corrupt people. Bunch of corrupt people. A bunch of corrupt people. Mumisa mo board chairman no Goyle hono. Goyle. Mumisa mo board chairman no Goyle no. Say aya yensisa sika emfa ma board members ana. Kojo Oponkroma. Bisa mo board chairman no Goyle no. Say aya yensisa sika emfa ma enkrofo board for yensisa sika emfa ma enkrofo. Kobisa mo board chairman no. Na menchira ne baby aminima sebini free. Bisa mo board chairman no Goyle horo. Goyle mo board no. Se munim MPP for munim nipa minim se na ote Goyle no so. Mum bisa mo board chairman no Goyle no. Goyle mo board chairman no. Mum misa se aya yemfa sika engu bag mu emfa ma board members ni bia na. Goyle. Eye mo na mo man nipa kasa. Me say, and sembi no me say no eba. The best thing you people could have done, Kojo Oponkroma, the best thing you could have done was to keep quiet. So over letter phrase the letter in a way, say you accept that some wrongdoing has taken place, but don't make it seem as if say opposition or ye bad. Opposition now, what if it's opposition or more very intelligent people they will come out and we will break this thing down and we will, do whatever we need to do with it. Me se mumbisa Mogoyle board chairman no Mogoyle hono say aya yenchiche sika na se odinaya meba betena ha enene chine ya meba bebubodin mebubodin because mebubodin. I will mention names because munni no kore MPP for munni no kore enti kobisa Goyle. Specifically, Goyle, ni ote board no so, na nado nuya. No te Goyle board so. Bisa se wo yenchiche sika wo ana. Corruption, I want another government to accept that and let's move forward. Accept it and let's move forward. Maame no woko bribe president. Ena mekayen abrochire ko aha yeti woba Shoma woba Ghana podi different. Abrochira kwara asa wo soma no na ose onko na wo ka kire ni say oh wo de bra na beje £5 na ko obeka kire say wo bribe no. Mommy, why are you bribing me? Mommy, why are you bribing me? Because wo di sika to e soma na wo soma no. Wo di sika na wo di buy no off say de buy soma na wo soma no obeko eye bribery. It is bribery. Me patcho mama yentie maame no e wa asase radio agi afa ozi a waji udin ebi ye me kata so eye President Mahama ka by now all hell breaking loose wo my ganim and ka by now obiye ka e Mahama koji Mahama ada na Akufo-Addo de muntu minka. Why na catch them say President Akufo-Addo ye saint? Why we nipa was assess how ye saint da? 2016 one year campaign wie ye. If you ye say bag is wo sika gum obi ayi bia wo pe. Eno so mo pa mo be say why na ka mechira mo ni po kan. Ade na ye wie ye mpo ke ye ntam mfa nko go bank bi na yi fund bi mu kra betimi aboa Ghana nkwara abinom. Krofo yi ye. Homo yi ye bi wo Facebook yi mu. Me am Facebook ha. Mo ya mebubodin. Don't pretend. Mamon pretending some way saints. Moya mesa bo another dinby. Wo papa wouldn't say wo na me ne wo te car mu o ka kire me say sika bi 2 million bi mo ko hwehwe mu na sa 2 million no na ye wo pana prime minister wo na wo ka kire me wo ya mebo wudin. I'm not saying this for President Mahama's sake. I'm saying it for my Ghana's sake. It just turns out that me NDC ni America. But me kasa de be your mind Ghana be ye dachi. Mo be jai sa nema.
Have been involved in this recent over LID, that's living income differentials. Both Ghana and Ivory Coast are cancelling all cocoa sustainability schemes that US. So yes, Haji Fawzia, thank you for agreeing to talk to me at such short notice. I understand you are or have been involved in this recent video, which has been causing a lot of trouble. Can you describe to us how you appear in this video that we understand is going to be on the news?
Well, this is, I don't know how to put it, but it's very surprising because in 2016 during the election time, I met this gentleman. I knew him for some time, and then we started talking. He witnessed some of the support I gave to the party, so he was like, okay, instead of doing it on the law, he would take me to the presidential candidate himself. That was number.
There's a sound to be in the background. And I need now video them. Okay, I'll video them.
What I gave to the party, so he was like, okay, instead of doing it on the law, he would take me to the presidential candidate himself. That was number.
The microfinance and small loan center must disbursed $2 million to some 3,000 traders who were affected in last month's fire outbreak at the Goma market. The incident occurred on 18th November and raised down 90% of the stores at the Goma market. The interest-free loan disbursement for 1 year moratorium with ECD and faces.
Mabel, I can hear another. Me do no so na ejai. Ana na ma me ne hwe news ana bibi woni fie. Me do na ade na ejai. Ntep se na o mo hwe TV fie ho.
So now what I do is, I mean, as much as I feel like the guys that they don't know, I understand why they are being given the money of 1,000 votes on Monday. But the fact is that how are we now encouraging
Mama, the insurance,
sure they get it higher.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's one idea because of that. No. I'm not. But this is not what I'm saying about it. I mean, at the end of the day, it also does take it to do an interior. Let's face it, their life will be wrecked. So I'm not against it. I'm not against it. But I mean, but going forward, we need to be very careful as systems. That's the I support they should be giving the money. Because those guys who don't get to that money, their lives will be ruined. But we need to use at these stages, but someone who like doesn't have to now play
So initially,
Sorry, I just wanted to ask, so you're an NPP supporter?
yes, please.
Okay, are you an NPP member?
Yes.
Okay.
Not, I don't do politics outright, but then I support the party.
Okay.
Yes.
So you were supporting the party in the lead up to
Yes.
election 2016?
Exactly. And just like any other business person would do, I had some T-shirts and some support I wanted to give to the party. So he took me to Mama Amma Busia, who was supposed to have laid eyes to Nana. But at that time, she wasn't feeling so well. So
No, Madam Fauzia, if you are an MPP member, you want to give some support to the party, you do not go looking for the flag bearer. You go to the party office. You go and donate whatever it is you want to donate to the party office. The party office can take your name, your details, your BBR, and then somebody will get in touch. No matter what, 90 sana 30 million Ghanaians. Mefani say a minimum how many MPP supporters ye wo wiasim ha. And obia so person support party, but answer na person support opese odineni ehu president no president fia. Anka president ne na yere beautiful Rebecca ka ombeda. Kombe nya adaje wo fie ho mpo no ma home no mada. Must everybody get up and go to their house?
This is Madam Amma Busia, who's member council.
yes, but she wasn't so well. So she also introduced us to the former ambassador to Japan. That's Dr. J.B.
Okay.
So he got his wife to lead us to Nana. And that was before the 2016 elections. So I went with my support. I had about 1,000 T-shirts, which had pictures of the then presidential candidate and his vice.
Okay, you have them printed up yourself?
Yes.
Okay, here and now.
Yes, please. And then I added an amount of 40,000 garments to this. And then we went to the old man to support for the 2016 elections.
By the old man.
Okay, so she herself, from the horse's own mouth, it was 40,000 Ghana cedis.
You mean?
Let's say a candidate, Nanado Dankwa Kufuado, yes. And I was so excited seeing him. I didn't know this guy had any malicious intent because I just went there as a party supporter to render my support. So I had no.
This is the person who. So yes, Hajia Fauzia, thank you for agreeing to talk to me at such short notice. I understand you are or have been involved in this recent video, which has been the cause of a lot of trouble. Can you describe to us
Na say ya hwe eho nyina nti den ti na de na asan.
that we understand is going to be on the news?
Well,
So why has it? Okay, I see what they've done here. So they've repeated the whole thing again. It's May 28 minutes video, but it's the whole thing now. I'm saying repeating it. And from the horse's own mouth, you know, it was 40,000 Ghana cedis. But that is besides the point. Dollars yo, cedis yo, papana jisikano, based on say nikunu. Ejuma essay per the story that was narrated as far as we are concerned, it was bribe. It was wrong. Candidate Akufo-Addo at the time should not have received physical cash himself. He should have directed them to go to the party office, etc., etc. Give it to the campaign manager, national treasurer, whoever. That didn't happen. A bribe. Now back to the doctored video. Say guy, you credibility I say. Credibility I say. As far as I'm concerned, he needs to be arrested because they are a mischief. But I didn't know. Why would you want to do that? Why would you doctor it? Why would you doctor it? And now, no Kojo Oponkroma, going back to Kojo Oponkroma, Minister of Information, so letter no. You also cannot come out and start throwing words into the air, say a political party being almost play mischief with it in the fine, you could see. What's so evidence way? What's so evidence ever he father? Evidence away because ye share what ya median as far as ye share what in ye sharing in enwo ni enwo bebia ye ko before Monday ye share what ye sharing in enwo before Monday but mo twen ya MPP for ade bia mo ye ne this year enye mo twen ya ye de hetemwa mo take responsibility na mo pesa mo pulling obi into it ye de hetemwa you don't take responsibility then you want to pull somebody into it ye de 10 billion le hetemo answer 10 billion fraud na akoso no you still have not accepted responsibility then immediately Gabby goes and puts an article on his Facebook say oh Mahama Nsuyebi at what point Ghana for are you going to start holding President Akufo-Addo's government responsible? I am not hearing any MPP member holding this government accountable except for a Honorable Kennedy Japan. Or no penal holding government here accountable. MPP for Nara, nobody is holding this government accountable. Nobody is holding them accountable. Mama Kennedy Japan, when I pay Okasa or a net two, Papa no crowd is after wa bread. Because he's a lone fighter. They said the measurement na him a lone fighter. Kevin Taylor so a lone fighter or they take America. They are lone fighters. Ghana hokura 1 or 2 people are air fighting near the enemy Bema Kwame plus money if you know so. Do na makam when you tria pass say candidate Akufo-Addo 2016 what or J bribe. You want to turn the thing and now put it on any juma. Enti ye catch the Ghana for say bottom line where yen trimutintin bebrebia. It was bribe. Hajia Fauzia compromised the president, the candidate at the time. She did. Tienina yefe bintu yehufu. Wo politics mona will be the envelope brebre wa. Yenina yefe bintu yehufu. Wo politics mo ye the envelope wa. You're very careful. This woman thought she was dealing with somebody she trusted. Little did she realize that somebody okojina hono say me bra nie. There wo bra dia ye woni afa dia to there no. You are now saying say oh you be na woni mo no. Oh you be na woni mo no. Facebook for mo ho adekolota de bia ya meka say sa obi kojina ba bi say Maria mo akwabuedu ye ne friend oboa onya me friend or ye Facebook friend. Facebook friend. I had ye be bon komo, ye be sri, ye be videos, ye be to adwene, ye be bibia. But Obama ne can say make no mistake, we are not friends. You don't know me, means so I don't know you. Yeah, Sheila say it's called truthfulness, and majority are not so. They would not talk. Yeah, they are not truthful, so they will not talk. Don't go and stand anywhere and go and start telling people that I'm your friend. You are not my friend. I am not your friend. We are Facebook friends. We know each other on Facebook because we have liked each other's pages. You come on my wall, I come on your wall. That doesn't mean we know each other. No, we do not know each other. This woman, when she went to the president, she introduced the president as her brother. Perhaps or can say Papa Bia Minini Dilia a Biaka president ko be steady. But he introduced to president trusted the ambassador. The ambassador said, we are coming from Auntie Ama's house. The woman too, and then she was introduced as the director of urban roads. So all these things, the president is sitting there, the candidate is sitting there thinking, okay, credible. So far, or feel comfortable. Then the woman opens her mouth and says, I won't talk myself. I will let my brother talk. Or say, me bra, ni Ghana should be me bra, obra. Me would be basis ya wone be me binam na wo se me bra ni a I will assume say wo bra in terms of say so onya wo biological brother kra na ebi o ye wo cousin bi ebi o ye wo ofa bi ebi o wo abusuamu bi sa where ye use words by heart or ye me bra or ye me sister or ye mi way any ye tete Facebook ha ye nyina man ye frefre ye ho sis. The fact say your friend your who says no doesn't mean say enuntu ye namfofo aye sebi ye bonko suata friend debi says ne kire say ye mark kenti me ye friend your who says no me kura sa de na me jai because e me bi mutirim ye wo mo de dodo uko friend the says na ni tirim aye de dodo na afi obe cross boundaries na no lady ba ko ofre what type say you marry me a marriage video be upe say udimi di nkomo kakra na be 2 days na me say okay wo de ma lady e prekopa of freya meje so Marie net say there be woni me don't come and marry me, you don't know me. Ye nim boundaries Ghana for wona nam wo de bia woni ne deal ufu so ye wo bra. And the Hajia Fauzia, you've gone down in history. You've gone down in history for the wrong reasons because there be a President Kufuor din bia you better making reference to sa bribe as me bia Hajia Fauzia udin bebem. The systems are there. Say see a woko Ghana na woko bisa MPP mpanimfo say mo systems a mo digidi sika during campaign donations. What are your procedures? Ombe ye krata natural. Now so in real practical no we bend corners. Also yeah Ghana for we like to bend corners. We don't follow the rules. We bend corners. The bending corners ni no e na ama papa ne de nsa koso sika no no. Akofa asemo aba. Obi baby say why now? Now why not now? More mubisa why now? Bisa won't say why not now? Why not now? Nanka when? A campaign time to be a be yusu. And a mama example, President Obama, all this while not only said Donald Trump will account for China, but Okana Nuchum or say match will be 2020. Oko Jina campaign trail and a wanka or the final campaign no ko Jinama Joe Biden and Nipa Domu Hono and Okai. That is politics. And 2020 about 1 day or mobile 2. Mobile win you, mobile, but more mobile for your minister for 1 year. They didn't more ye because 4 years best say ya more ye. Now who could you upon chroma who dear and who defend you and a good morning Ghana a dear be me fepa a dear year me fe and a pay or good morning Ghana Dr. Okoboy any Sam George. Omoti wo mudi komoni na utumi hu say for the first time no omo can no krebi about proyene what your system no. And as young politicians I was watching them and I was looking, wow, in 10 years time, 20 years time they would have been so experienced and they can begin to pass down some of the experience to other people, because today for the first time they were now talking about think what their actual role is as parliamentarians. As they say, society are forcing what they are not supposed to be doing as members of parliament. Because as members of parliament, their fundamental eduma is the legislative work. So omona esheshe emra. Ene MP, ene yagota. MP, ene tete ayim MP ene wo so osi toilet ma wo MP ene wo so yewe ene omo chirechirem omo public funds na kura na enkura omo MPs no there be a court district assembly for ne sa niema ena na Sam George chirechirem say ekoduru ho kura na omo eye signatories on the account inti omo no sa nkrofo no ena se ye meye road bi wo ho se ye meye gutter bi wo. Those are the people you are supposed to be holding accountable, not your MP. Not your MP. But I asked myself, why hasn't all this education been done? Or say chairman Sabonsunuma betina parliament from me papa no time 1992. What's na parliament? Yeah, basi ene. Why hasn't all this education been done? Afe answer since 1992. Afe answer Sam George no Okoboy no ashasi edi sankoboy. It is a good sign. Say one day Ghana kakra we will begin to ye bedro ho one day ni nyina enti na ye kase ni nyina enti na ye kase ye bedro ho one day kakra no ma asesaba. Because the young politicians now who said there be the mistake na ya papa no make yen say almost so to aso sa o mine no ebebo or mine bebo enti enne metie Okoboy ene Sam George na eyemedepa and Okoboy kept making reference to the UK in the UK and I'm thinking Okoboy stop making reference to the UK. The reason why the UK is the way it is is because the systems work. They manage to educate their people. The majority of their people are educated. The majority of their people are educated. In the UK, they don't give Maggie Cube when it's election time. They don't give Maggie Cube. No. They don't print their face and put it on hand sanitizer and give it to people to vote for them. No. They will not put the candidate's face on a mathematical set and go and give it to school children. No. They will not go and give flags of one political party to a bunch of school children, Ebri girls, and tell them to be chanting for more. They don't do that in the UK. So if you want to start practicing the kind of politics that the UK politicians are practicing, Okoboy, then you better start condemning all the wrong in your party. Be bold. Be bold and start condemning all the wrong in your party. Then we can begin to make comparison to the UK. Because the UK don't do the things you people do in Ghana. In the UK, no member of parliament and a campaign, Sika or a campaign should be more than £2,000. There's a cap. You do not exceed £2,000. Mimi local MP, your friend Bell Ribeiro Adi, or your Ghana need to say the emotion your Ghana ni amote Ghana or your Ghana ni member of parliament, Mimi local MP, Ewa Bell Ribeiro Adi, ne campaign, it did not cost more than £500. But she's the MP in the United Kingdom. And the question you should be asking yourself, Okoboy, is how did the people in the UK do it? They managed to educate their people. They did not hide the truth from their people. They do not collect envelopes. When somebody, a member of parliament, takes £1, UK, a member of parliament went to jail for less than £1. The man went to jail. Less than £1. And it is very easy for you to go and sit on Good Morning Ghana, Dr. Okoboy, and be making reference in the UK. Sit down and think and ask yourself, how did they do it? Womu ye den ena womu kuromu discipline ewo hosa. Womu ye den na womu mra eye ejumasa. Dear na me Okoboy me should me aye na media educating me nkrofo no ama wo mo ate ase ama me nko ame ho jurisdiction ho no kwa e ho can begin to look like the UK. A ho can begin to think like the UK people. And not there we are decades away. But so what start here? Kakra ye bedro. In the UK, parliamentarian be any hokotna TV program so owia ochia ne maame, ochia ne papa. Wachia ni nuaba, wachia ni constituency for, wachia hwan, wachia wachia president yere, wachia. They don't do that here. Until we be making reference to the UK. Now we person will start to the UK and you was saying no master. I don't know Professor Nana Jane Kanye. Things need to change. Say Ghana, ye Ghana, na mobile moneyama wa Ghana, so then keep the UK out. Keep the UK out. Stop making comparison to the UK. You cannot make comparison to the UK. Leave the UK out. Nama ye yeti UK, ye yen kasa, ye yen make a comparison, you know. Because more ye discipline, now what the who could start to compare UK politicians. UK politician or full bus, UK politician or ride bicycle, UK politician one nante. Me former MP Chuku Muna, Ube hu Chuku Munano, now one number free laundry and nema kurane bonnet con no or ba VAT be answer so. Prime Minister ba car say, we police if we di anime block traffic. Prime Minister ne car or team Range Rover be police Range Rover be ba kon edi nanim police Range Rover be mienu a edi Prime Minister chi Prime Minister ba convoy a edi ne ho enu 10 Ghana ni Vice President keke neba cars VAT quest so be 45. You want to compare the UK to Ghana. In the UK, the Prime Minister does not carry Akunyano or Tisono everywhere where he go. Radio station, Kuran or Bekwa, no kita Akunyani Didinechi. They don't do that in the UK here. It is a more young politicians, more person more started son no ma or my Ghana, na kakra or my Ghana Parliament. Esha say looking anything like the UK Parliament. You need to be able to look the president in the eye and tell him, President Akufo-Addo, carrying your chair, putting it in a vehicle, a waste of resources. Waste of resources. Queen Elizabeth does not carry her chair everywhere. Queen Elizabeth. Enti no ma besesa. They say Musi a nipa 50 voluntarily. A nipa 50 have left Parliament. They are not returning back to Parliament. Abre. Because when we travel in circles, sa ankusi baby. Me gidi so say aban we kan omo antwene enkrofo ya anya adwuma. Na enkrofo we wan na betwene omo ya adwuma. Enkrofo we achimfo Gabi Ken President Akufo-Addo Nana Bedi etu sa nipa 4 any president brother why no ho so otinche but oka ho sa nipa 5 mu betwene omo ya adwuma wo man Ghana Debbie. The only time I will between omo ya adwuma is to say you sell your conscience into do omo beka say ye bia no na obeye o setna se no watna se o so sore no wugina ho o se jump o say how high and no de wo between omo ya adwuma and no de wo between omo ya adwuma. Other than that, forget it. Other than that, forget it. And no la Kevin Taylor ye expose. Bank of Ghana. Si kabino ma yera wo. Yes, man be the Mr. Addison. Mr. Addison. Yes, si kabino Ghana fo binom si kabino. Businesses binom si kabino. It be millions and millions of euros. It be no millions and millions of dollars. Si kanaba be pay Bank of Ghana ho. E bi moteso Mr. Addison you see e bi woteso allegedly. E bi so what transfer akogu sa data bank ho, sa data bank Kenoforia ta data bank. Say yeah UT bank no nyina go na me mete am ya UT customer me $300 Ghana bi em say me 300 Ghana bi da so 300 Ghana say 300 kram say be 100 because em say me ko yi bi. Me say 50 Ghana kura me je made say 50 Ghana kura Ghana by more meka because me twem and a girls ne frame me by force in be account na me say o na me be na me be kakra bi tu mu keke just so they get off my back. Pap yes nkrofo sika bank bi wo Canada bank no kura truck Bank of Ghana e ka kire mo say sika ne nye money laundering. Bibia ye clean 500 million a year. 500 million was it dollars or so? And a euros, a more ho baby. Yes, bank na work Canada no catch them say bibia ye clean and run a joke Kevin Taylor expose our ye. Sikana ba bedroom Bank of Ghana, moti sikana so. Sikana we hefa. E we hefa. Because Bank of Ghana they're supposed to be a platformer, a buyer nanka mode ye. Because like Kevin said, no Bank of Ghana nya baby obi ba be yini sika bi me gidi say more customers more retail side could be a customers and no so some more retail side in be a customers and no so but otherwise no it is for big investors. Where are the monies? People are complaining so musika binom aba beka data bank ho it be 8.8 million, it be 500 million euros, it be say no kesika kesia Kevin Taylor bobo. Se oguswa or boba enyen tronti na or say what is a government a release statement be say and some binom a one or the list be some tone adi and so meaning some mundi pass and no maybe no koso but media Ghana media they bogus Ghana media bogus more train after elections and I'm over 10 billion no was after elections and at their we no mean I'm over start yaka. Meanwhile somebody like Papa Way Captain Smart.
Meanwhile, let documents are a good office and for 5 years in Canada. $4.3 billion and we sit in this country and keep talking. People have embezzled over $4 billion in this country. And I think we are joking. We are not. Security, one village, one district, one factory. Loans. Meanwhile, let documents are a good office and for 5 years in Canada. $4.3 billion and we sit in this country and keep talking. People have embezzled over $4 billion in this country. And I think we are joking. We are not. Security, one village, one district, one factory. Loans. Meanwhile, let documents are a good office and for 5 years in Canada. $4.3 billion and we sit in this country and keep talking. People have embezzled over $4 billion in this country. And I think we are joking. We are not.
And if somebody like this, i.e. the president, tells you that he is a better manager of the economy, he knows that there are documents at Iyoko whereby Nipa Ghana for a default they have embezzled to the tune of over $4 billion. Documents egu Iyoko aye between investigating na ya shas ya jisike ni bi say dan bi no mosisi so baby you start retrieving those houses, you start freezing all their assets. Sikani dia kogo abrochire mpo you trace the money, you freeze the assets, no money at there to bring the money back into the and pay Ghana for. There be ye be jai wo na ya san kwa kojije bosia o Ghana ni enemy ametia ye betua. Nti who is a better manager of the economy? You tell me say Ken Ofori-Atta is a better manager of the economy? You tell me Ken Ofori-Atta is a better manager of the economy? President Akufo-Addo is a lawyer. He told us he was coming to fight corruption. He told us that we believe in the rule of law. So don't come and cover up with free SHS. For the first time, the same person who preached corruption in 2016 has not mentioned corruption once on his campaign trail. Not once. Not once. Now, Bawumia Koma update be was